Cancers, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates, or you feel it will resonate in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Cancers this week? Oh, okay, very different energy to everyone else straight away. You've got the Queen of Cups, which is very love energy. Whether it be you and another person, whether it just be the love you have inside you kind of expanding, like you're feeling a lot of love this week. You have that with the Nine of Swords and the Two of Cups on the bottom. Some of you are afraid of love, not just love itself, but there's some type of partnership, some type of soulmate around you this week that there's a little bit of fear around the connection you have with them. Either that it's not reciprocal, you might think that they don't feel the same way, or there's just something here of a fear of love, or a fear that just seeing that one vanish. So maybe it's more of a fear of abandonment with the Nine of Swords. With the Nine of Swords, it's usually something that's happened in the past that you're afraid of happening again. So for a lot of you, maybe it is a fear of abandonment. Maybe it's a fear of I'm getting disillusionment as well. So maybe you're afraid that it's an illusion and you're going to be like made to feel a little bit naive. There's something here with the Queen of Cups. It's like genuine love. And then you are afraid that it's not genuine. Whoa, that was cool. I don't know how that happened. You got the Empress come out with the Star, with the Ten of Swords. Whoa, Cancer. The Empress, very beautiful, very loving. She's like the Queen of Cups on steroids. She is the most loving of them all. That's amazing that she's come out with the Star, which is healing and wish fulfillment. You're about to completely heal this fear you have. And you may be watching this like, I don't have a fear of that. There's something that you have a fear of that you're healing, big or small, and it's completely like better this week. In particular, you're feeling very much a better version of you than you've ever felt before. Like, look, the Empress shining, the Star shining, right? It's a star. Ten of Swords. There's an ending. There's an ending to feeling like you aren't in control. I was actually feeling this while I was meditating on your cards, of you realizing you are kind of this. You are this Empress, right? There's something where you're going to go, oh, I actually have the power. It was in me all along. Is that like off the Wizard of Oz? From the Wizard of Oz? But it's like with the Ten of Swords, you're going to have to kind of get rid of that old you. You're going to have to get rid of and shed that old you that was afraid or that was unaware of your power. It's going to look like a very different version of you. And there's going to be a little bit of grief with that because you can't be two people at once, but you just got to let go of that. It's like the butterfly emerging from the chrysalis, and you're going to have to let go of that chrysalis to emerge as this butterfly with the Empress. It's very metamorphosis energy. I wouldn't be surprised if the Death card comes out because that symbolizes rebirth, but there's a feeling of a better you emerging after thinking you were, I don't know, it feels as if maybe you were around people that were in more of a victim mindset. And so as you've lived, you're aware that you're not the victim and you have the power, and you're finally like really seeing to what extent. You already knew you had the power and weren't a victim, but there's something this week where you're like, whoa, I actually am capable. I'm capable fully of creating the version of me that I want to be, and also the life I want to have. It's very nice energy. And you had the Magician under the bottom of the deck at one point, so it makes sense. Seven of Cups. Okay. Seven of Cups. The Tower. Beautiful. And Judgment. Okay, some people don't like the Tower card. I do. Especially when I said Death might come out. What a even better version than Death is the Tower, because it's very abrupt. You don't know. Like, there's something where you might abruptly this week just decide to let go of the parts of yourself you weren't admitting that you didn't like about yourself. You're like, oh, actually, do you know what? It's time to let that go. Whether it be a toxic trait or a bad habit, everybody has them. Everybody has them, not just coming for you. But what everybody doesn't have is the ability to acknowledge them and then shed them. And you're very quickly like, nope, I did that. I'm not doing that twice. That's not me. And it might even be something you've held on to for a while for some of you. It might be something that it's not like, oh, I've done that twice, never again. You could have done it 200, 2,000 times, and you're finally like, actually, it's time to put an end to that crap. That's not who I want to be anymore. And it's like you're just drawing a line. I don't know why I'm also seeing like at the supermarket when you pick up the separators to separate your food from other people's. Not that people use those very much because you've got self checkout. But anyways, it's like there's just you pick up this thing, you put it in the middle, and you decide that's it. That's where you put the barrier. That's where you've drawing the line. You've had enough of your old habit. You've had enough of not holding yourself accountable, and from now on you will. It's very nice, and it makes sense because you have the judgment card here. It's like you're seeing a better version of yourself, and you're feeling called to become her or him. Finally, it's like divine timing from the universe. You can't put up with your own crap anymore, and you're like, I'm done. And a lot of you, I'm getting this energy. Firstly, it's not as bad as I'm making it sound, but I'm just having to kind of exaggerate the feeling in order to communicate it. It could be something really little that's having a big impact on your life, whether that be your habits with food, whether that be your habits with anything that's negatively affecting your health, your emotional, mental, physical health in some way. It's like you're just done. You're like, just because I did that for 10 years, who's to say I'm not the one in control now to kind of move forward and let go of that? I'm more powerful than my heart, than my mind, than my body. I am the power. There's something where you're just calling it quits. You're like, that's it. Oh, Four of Wands. And then creating a new foundation for yourself. That's so nice. Four of Wands. Some of you are also buying like an apartment or a house. But what I feel like is this is for like those of you that are on your own. You're like independent, single, however you say it. You're going to find yourself in a position where you're going to be living on your own or something. Or there's just a feeling with the Four of Wands where you're going to be celebrating because you feel like you could. It's just like you have the option to kind of do what you want to do, go where you want to go. And a lot of you are watching this like, I don't have that freedom, but it's coming in very soon and you're going to feel that open up for you. You do have that freedom. I'm going to get you one more card. Probably will end up being two. Oh, it's actually one. Okay. That is the World card. Beautiful. I love it when this comes out as the last card of a reading because it's the last card of the major arcanas and it's all about wrapping things up and cycles finishing. But yeah, you have some type of cycle finishing. This really actually really works with your reading. You have finished. You're done. You're done with yourself. You're like new version of me. It's almost like new year, new me. But you're just like, actually, I have the power to decide that this is the start of the new year. This is the start of the new me and some type of resolution you have. But you're not even making it a resolution. It's kind of like, it's happening. It's happening. Everything false that's not really you. Maybe you were pretending to be someone else to make others comfortable. There's a lot of masks in these cards. He's got a mask on. This one's got a mask on. There's just a feeling here of like shedding that mask and going, actually, this is who I am. And this is who I am from this point on. And that's not me anymore. That's not me anymore. That's who I used to be. I don't associate with them. It's very nice, very beautiful. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Total Tarot Tuesdays.